I think one of the major keys to collaborative activism or finding your collaborators is about listening. There are a lot of personal themes that Erika brings into this play, so getting to know each other over the past 3 years very deeply, asking hard questions, has really led to some really juicy work that we're able to safely do in the room because of the foundation we're building. Erika came to see a festival that I was doing in 2018 called the Fire This Time Festival, and she had just gotten her Van Leer Fellowship. And I think I always get this backwards. I believe I wrote to you after the show. Yeah. So she came to the festival, was very loud in the audience, and I was like, oh, let's connect. And so we did, and then Erika invited me to do a development reading at the Lark in 2018.
There's so much curiosity that Candis and I have developed around a play that we've been sitting with, and I've been doing rewrites in, and she's been revisioning how to put it on its feet. We've been doing that for some years now. So I think there's more trust.
Because Erika and I have a really close sister relationship, it brings about a very palpable ease in the room that actors can feel, and actors can also create from that particular bond.
It's important to realize when we leave the theater, we have been given a charge. That Candis and I daily are giving each other a charge, and remembering that, like the African proverb, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. That togetherness has always been culturally for us how we survive, thrive, and build new worlds. How do we build a new world together? How do we learn about the interconnected struggles of other folks of the global majority, and realize that water justice is not an American issue, it is not a Black issue or a white issue or an indigenous issue, it is a global issue. About 93% of climate crises involve water at some level. And so when we add government failure, systemic racism, all of those things on top, we get a Flint, Michigan. And so thinking about the ways that these isms, these systems have really devastated communities, and how intersectional of a issue that is. That means that the solutions also have to be coming from various corners. And so we can only do that together. Mm-hmm. And so I think we tackle the play and all of its various aspects together, and we grieve together, and we grieve well, and we make space in our room to grieve well, grieve the ignorance that we had before, grieve the fact that this is happening to people who look like us in a city that once thrived and was, you know, just a beautiful Black city. We grieve that it's happening elsewhere in places we can't even name because it's not public. And we grieve that this is still the world we live in, but we also rejoice that we get to build something else, and we get to raise awareness, we get to politicize folks, we get to radicalize them, we get to point them in the direction of direct ways that they can help. That is all a part of the experience of being together.